Hey coach, hope you're enjoying the video. Make sure you subscribe and like. We love those. Also go over and check out teachhoops.com for coaches who want to get better. If you want to become a better coach in less than $1 a day, you can do that. My mentor, my personal email address, I will help you become a better basketball coach. Go over and check it out. Let's head back to the video.
All right, welcome to the Basketball Leadership Podcast. What's this week's topic? I want to know, first of all, this week's topic, Coach, but then how do you deal with that? Like the question, rather than the players.
Me personally,
yeah,
as
you
a coach,
personally,
or
as a coach, that intrigues me. So tell the audience what the topic is.
So we're talking about pressure.
Yeah.
What is pressure? I've never been a guy that gets too riled up about anything. I'm pretty level-headed. I think that's important as a leader. I think as a leader, we have to exude confidence. I mean, if we're confident, our kids are going to be confident. I think how we react to situations is really important. We've talked about this a lot, control the controllable, right? So I believe pressure is man-made. I believe that pressure is a mindset. Pressure is something we put on ourselves. And so how do you, and some pressure is healthy. Okay. It's okay. I think it focuses.
It's okay to know that the lion is bad and it's going to eat your bait. Like,
yeah,
it's thousands of years old. Like anxiety and pressure is built into us as, when we were worried about the, huge animal coming and attacking us.
Yeah.
Yes.
It keeps us alive.
It keeps us alive, basically. It's
Um,
good. It's what is it called? What do they call it? Fight or flight.
Fight or flight,
Run,
absolutely.
or are you going to fight? And that's built into us. And I think you have to, for me, you have to realize it. How do you deal with it? Yes.
So pressure is man-made. I mean, when you're standing at that free throw line and all those eyes are on you late in the game, you can let all that get to you, or you can refocus your mind to think about, this is no different than us practicing. I'm going to take some deep breaths. I'm going to shoot with confidence and trust the work that I've put in. And, I think the one thing I want to say about this is us as leaders have an incredibly important role in how our kids handle pressure, because they follow our lead. And if you're someone who is just, not calm yourself and going all over the place, your kids are going to play that way.
Yep.
And it may be,
some people like that.
They do.
There are coaches, I tell you, they are on the sideline and they are like, but that's what I think it's, I don't know if it's subconscious or conscious, but their kids play that way. And it's like, oh,
and that's not a bad thing. Because we all got to just be ourselves.
Right.
And I think that if you're always like that, it's probably okay for your kids, because they know. If you're not normally like that and all of a sudden you get like that, people are gonna, you know what I mean? So you have to be yourself as a coach. I think that's, the most important thing.
Well, I think that goes to an X and O thing too. Like, we've never talked about that, but be you. Like,
totally.
What do you want to be? What do you like to do? What is your community program good? I mean, there's only one, Greg Gard. There's only, one painter. There's only one Izzo. Like, you can't be you. and then that, yeah. So it's similar to the pressure thing too. I've always felt, because I played high school and collegiate basketball, I never felt pressure. I felt heightened. I don't even know how I would describe it. It's part of the reason I still coach, I think. It's almost an adrenaline.
The butterflies in the stomach.
Yes, it's that. And I had a college coach that told me to lean into it. Because there was one game we were playing a rival and I was really nervous. And he put his arm around me. He goes, Steve, that's good. This is a rivalry. It should be like that. He says, feel that. Lean into the feeling. And it will go away. It will dissipate. And it's like, he was so right. It was like, I'm nervous, but it's like, I'm really not nervous. I'm excited. It's like, I don't know how to describe it as a person.
Well, we're all competitors, right? And I think that's why we do it. Like we're in the driveway as a little kid and we're talking about hitting the free throws, the game-winning free throws to go to state. I mean, that's why we do it. And so when you get in that situation, you've earned that. I say this to my kids a lot: earn the right to be proud and confident. You know, you put in all the work, you've earned the right in these games to embrace this journey and embrace, like you said, lean into it. Because don't put the pressure upon yourself, I guess is what I'm saying. There's enough of it out there. Um, Tackle it head on, embrace it. You've earned the opportunity. Go out and have fun and leave it on the line. And that's really all you can do. And um, like I said, pressure is man-made.
What is
So
some
we have to
things you
be.
do with your players to help them through that pressure?
I think so much of it has to be done beforehand. Okay. I mean, like you've said, the experiences we have throughout the season, when you have something that might be a pressure related thing, I think of one last year, a free throw situation late in a game where a kid drilled 2 free throws. You use that learning opportunity to talk about later on, to talk about the tournament, to talk about this is what it feels like. Um, every opportunity that happens like that is a learning opportunity. And if you tie it into what the postseason is going to look like, I think you're preparing them for when that happens. I think that's really important. I think, we try to change the mindset going into the tournaments a little bit where you're going to have more pressure. We'll bring in speakers, we'll bring in former coaches, we'll bring in people to talk about it. We want them to have that feeling of butterflies are okay. But we want them to have the confidence that, they can do it as well. And so
One thing we
it's,
do too, and I do this all season, is we do a lot of visuals. My assistant coach and us do a lot of visualization. Like I'm gonna, I'm a very good free throw shooter.
yep,
I think my record is
we should have a contest someday, coach.
258 in a row is my record. So yesterday before the game, I'm always get excited before the game. So I always
Yep.
shoot free throws on the court before the JV team. I think I was 19 for 20 yesterday. Anyway,
Yep.
I have shot so many free throws. The boys think it's funny, but I said I can shoot free throws with my eyes closed. And they go, "What do you mean?"
Yep.
I said, "Because I've practiced it so much, the muscle memory. But I
Yep.
also have put myself in the situation." So I said, I always, our last team meeting before I had him off the night before is don't wait until that point. Like you have to put yourself on the court, in the situation, in your brain, on both sides of the court, good and bad. Like visual is, you've all been in these gyms, you know what it feels like. So, um, I think that's a really important, before you shoot those 2 free throws, you've already shot those 2 free throws. Like Kobe had
Totally.
already, LeBron, all those guys have already shot them. So I think that's an important aspect of teaching them that those steps as far as learning and putting yourself in those quote unquote pressure situations.
And I think I talk about confidence a lot because I think one of our most important jobs as a coach is to instill confidence in our players. And there's a lot of ways that we do that. But if you have confident players that play free, that trust you as a coach, they're going to react better in those situations. And, you can't have kids wondering what they have to do or hesitating or should I shoot that shot? That should all be developed throughout the season and everything. You get to that point in the season, it comes down to the little things and playing confident and doing what you've done to build up to that point. So to me, all the work is done beforehand, like you said, and it can't just be flipped that time of year. It
No,
just
it
can't.
can't be. And it all doesn't always work out. It doesn't.
No.
You could have like there's been people I've wanted at the free throw line and there's people I haven't wanted at the free throw line and yay, it's like it's it's a game. That's why we're still doing it.
And the interesting thing about that is when you have a team that's the underdog versus the team that's supposed to win, and the pressure piece of that, and how one maybe doesn't feel pressure, one might feel some, and how as a coach do you use that to your advantage or disadvantage? You know what I
Yes,
mean?
I know.
these are the, this is like the art. This is the art stuff of coaching that I
It
really like,
is.
the mental stuff.
It's the little tweaks. It's the
Yes.
It's the puppet master a little
It's
bit.
the how you say things and how you do things.
Yes, yes. I believe in you. I'm coaching you. I believe in you. I want you to get better kind of aspect that oof. It's like ooh. And then you can see it. And the best part was, like I was telling you, how that close game last night. I'm in that huddle. I got the nods, I got the eyes, I got the repeat. Because I build, like, I've learned that they have, like, they don't always hear everything. So
No.
I'm trying to build at the end of that game, dealing with pressure. So literally it's like a 2-point game. We're coming out of a timeout. I said, all right, what defense are we in? Poof, poof, poof. What offense are we in? Poof, poof, poof. All right, we got this, right? Yeah, coach. Well, I want them to repeat. That's where, and that I could just see it's like, I know what we're gonna do. We got this. It
And you need to
alleviates that.
simplify as a coach in those moments. Speak less, be clear. Like you said, have them repeat, have them understand, have them
Right.
repeat it back to
And
you.
it's no different than in a classroom too. Sometimes I'll repeat and then I'll grab a kid and go, all right, Brady, what are we in? And let him say it so the rest of them hear. Because sometimes they hear him better than they hear me.
Yep. Totally.
And then my leaders, obviously, if I've done my job saying it as they approach the court, not blah, blah, blah. But
the different voice just changes things up a little bit.
It does. It does. All right. Until next week, coach.
See you, coach.
Thanks for watching, Coach. Make sure you go over and check out teachhoops.com for coaches who want to get better. Make sure you subscribe so you get notified every time we come back on. But you will not be disappointed with teachhoops.com. 14-day free trial. Let's go check it out. Have a great day.